Welcome back to my channel, and I'm gonna tell you all about my surgery. 1 day away from surgery. Not good. Good morning, it is surgery day. They found it. Guys, it is the day after surgery. Took my first shit post-op. It's like, fuck. Hi guys, we're officially 1 day away from surgery, which is crazy. I'm having a lot of mixed emotions and feelings, but all in all, I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm actually going to my last day of work before I'm off for a couple of weeks. And then tonight I will find out the official time of my surgery. Let's do this. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna plug my nose. Why did that shoot out my nose? Good morning. It is surgery day. I have to shower with the antiseptic soap that they gave me. And then throw some sweats on, and then we'll be out the door. I also woke up and I can't drink anything, no water, nothing, because I have to be there so soon. I did forget that I have to take out all of my jewelry, so I had to take out my nose piercing, and then I cannot get my, you can't even see it, I have a little forever bracelet on my wrist, but I can't get that off, so they're gonna have to cut it. I cannot wait to just be done with the procedure and know what's going on. They found it. They found endo on both my left and my right side, and then scar tissue around my left ovary as well, but they found it. It's confirmed. I was right. Good morning, guys. It is the day after surgery. I am doing pretty good. I haven't been able to sleep very long because then my pain kind of kicks in. Hi, I am 2 days post-op. My gas pain has gotten a lot better. Shit ton of gas X, I'm telling you. And walking around periodically, I would say like anytime I started to get like too uncomfortable, I would just walk and try to burp and toot and all the things, and that really did help. This morning I took my first shit post-op, and I've been preparing for this moment. I don't think any amount of stool softener could have saved me. Feeling a little bit tired. It's like 2:30 p.m. I have a lot of babies, and they all want to be right on top of me, giving me all the love, which I appreciate so much, but they just don't understand why they can't lay on top of me. Guys, 4 years ago, I had my last surgery where they went to remove the cyst that I had and look for endo, and I was told that they didn't find any. And exactly 4 years and 3 days later, I'm back in an operating room. But this time I have been given confirmation that I was right the whole time. Really goes to show how important it is to find the right doctor, the right surgeon that has experience in endometriosis, so they know what they're looking for, because a lot of them don't even know what they're looking for. Welcome back to the Endo Diaries. This is episode number 2, and this time I'm coming back with an official diagnosis for endometriosis via endo excision surgery. I just had surgery 11 days ago at this point. Getting the official diagnosis for endometriosis very much felt like a double-edged sword. It was a huge victory in my journey of trying to get the proper diagnosis. So it was like a yes, a finally. To hear those words coming out of surgery was an insane feeling, and one that I'll never forget. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, I have endometriosis. And this shit's for life. Yeah, so welcome back to my channel, and I'm going to tell you all about my surgery. I have been really excited to come back and talk to the camera. This is something that I am so incredibly passionate about. And also happy Lunar New Year, Year of the Fire Horse, which is all about passion and forward movement, and that's what we're doing. Like I said, I'm running off of zero sleep, so bear with me. Insomnia has been a huge part of my recovery journey, which is something that I did not expect. I initially thought it was from the anesthesia, which definitely did play a big part in like my early recovery, but I'm still kind of dealing with the messed up sleep schedule. I have days where I am so incredibly tired and I can just nap, nap, nap. And then I have days where I'm up all day and all night and I just cannot sleep, which is so not like me. I'm the biggest sleeper ever. Like, seriously, I could sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep and sleep. Like, until I'm woken up, I will continue to sleep. That's just who I am. Also, can we just take a moment to acknowledge what a beautiful morning I'm having here? Like, it is gorgeous. I watched the sunrise and it was so pretty, so pink. Just so good. Overall, my surgery went great. They weren't even sure if they were going to be able to successfully do the surgery here where I'm located, or if I would have to get referred over to a different state where they have more of a specialty team, depending on the stage and severity of the endometriosis. But luckily, I was able to get it all done here. And when I came out of surgery, I was told that they found endometriosis on both my left and my right side of my pelvis. And my MRI only picked up on the right side. I also had scar tissue around my left ovary, which was causing it to stick to my pelvis wall. So they had to free that so it could be in its normal position, freely moving around like it's supposed to. So I'm hoping that moving forward, my ovulation and period pains will be a little bit better now that my ovary is free. Coming out of surgery, immediate gas pains. I was prepared. I've been here before. I did speak to my surgeon prior to the surgery and let her know that my gas pains were so bad my last surgery. I woke up from surgery in the most amount of pain that I have quite literally ever felt. It hurt so much to breathe. I was just so upset because it felt like nobody was like doing anything about it. I was on anesthesia or coming off of it, and they had maxed me out on all of the payments that I could have at the hospital, which is crazy, and that did nothing for me because they were gas pains. They ended up putting me back to sleepy sleep, and that was just not a good experience. So going into the surgery, I wanted to make sure that I could prevent that as much as possible, and my surgeon used an instrument on me, which helps alleviate the gas even more. And she also was able to do the surgery at a lower pressure. So it was a lot better coming out of the surgery. And of course, I stocked up on the Gas X, which it's hard to say how much that really helps because you do still have gas pains. Even, well, personally, I still had gas pains when taking Gas X, but they were a lot better than the ones I previously experienced, and I didn't take Gas X that time because I didn't know. I was able to get home a couple hours after waking up from surgery, and the car ride was the most uncomfortable, painful part of that day, but I did make it home safe and sound, and I was able to get my heating pads turned on, my heated blanket on, and just really get comfortable. I totally thought that I would sleep upon getting home, but I did not sleep pretty much all night that night either. One thing that I want to share with you guys that I wish I would have kind of realized more was the expectations that I had coming out of surgery and what my recovery was going to look like was not at all what I expected. First of all, any expectations that you have for yourself and your recovery and any goals that you have, just let those go. Listen to your body, take it day by day. I truly thought that
each day I was going to wake up a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better until I was fully recovered. And that has just not been the case at all. Every day is different. I have had days where I feel really great, and then the next day it hurts so much to move. And truly, just take things day by day, hour by hour. Listen to your body. If you're tired, rest. If you need to move around, take a walk. One thing that really helped me, especially in the early days of my recovery, was taking periodic walks whenever I felt the need to, and that really helped with gas pain, but it also really helps with inflammation in your legs. By day 3, I had so much inflammation in my legs that it hurt to lay down no matter what I did. It was radiating down to my ankles, down to my feet, and into my toes. Not fun. The only thing that I could do to help that was walk around and do like little leg exercises around my bedroom. But yeah, I found that making sure that you get enough leg movement in during the day as much as you can really help you get more comfortable at night. My body is definitely not used to just laying down and resting for that long. Even my job, I'm very much on my feet, go, 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 go. So it was very uncomfortable for my body. And then going along with the inflammation in the legs, elevating your feet can really help with that. Like I said, every day was different. There was a lot of highs and a lot of lows. The first shit that you take after surgery, and even the ones following it, I'm gonna hold your hand when I say this, but it's not fun. It really fucking sucks and it's really painful. And honestly, that was the most painful part of my recovery. Lots and lots of laxatives. Really try to stay on top of that. Don't let it get too bad before you decide to take one, okay? Listen. Make sure that you have lots of things to keep you occupied during this time. It honestly wasn't that hard for me to keep myself occupied because I just had so many things around me. Books, coloring books, puzzles. I honestly didn't even get to a puzzle, but that's a good one and it was on my list. My iPad came very much in handy. Loved her so much during this time. Watched a lot of YouTube, a lot of Schitt's Creek. Such a good show, holy shit. And walks. It has been really warm where I live. And I live in the Midwest, so it's like the dead of fucking winter right now, and it should not be like 50 degrees outside, but it's been 50 degrees outside these last few days. So I have been lucky enough to feel good enough to go to the dog park, or go to the trails, hike in the woods. And that has been really beneficial for my mental health in this recovery. If you can get outside, do it. Do it. It helps so much. Truly just feel so at peace when I'm connecting with nature, and that was something that was really beneficial for me. Also, if you can have people over during your recovery, I would absolutely recommend it. I had lots of visitors and people just coming over for like dinner, or we had a game night, and that was a lot of fun. Definitely just try and do your best to bring the party to you. Your life doesn't have to stop just because you're recovering from surgery. But obviously listen to your body, do what feels good for you. Yesterday, I did go on a hike throughout the woods, and I might have pushed it a little too far, and the way back was quite painful. And once I got home, I was pretty much just down for the count. So definitely be aware of your limits, okay? It's really easy to overexert yourself, and I know that you might want to because it feels so good to have strength back in your body again. When you've been very little to no movement for so long, you just want to get going, get moving, but be careful not to overexert yourself because you will pay the price. And I think I've done that a few times now. It's really hard not to do, but take it easy. Just take it easy. Another thing is the pain definitely got worse after like the third day. The anesthesia like really does help those first couple of days, but once it wears off and you feel like the full extent of the swelling and the soreness and the incisions, it's definitely a little shocking. Nights have definitely been way worse for me. It's like every night it's guaranteed to be not comfortable, not fun, and quite painful. And drinking ginger and turmeric tea every single night not only helps the things going on in my body, but helps get me more relaxed and more comfortable before bedtime. Would definitely recommend. I think that this wraps up episode number 2 of the Endo Diaries. Thank you so much for watching. I am so happy to be here and share my story and just put this out there in hopes that it reaches somebody, anybody that needs it, or maybe it just educates one other person and brings a little bit more awareness to endometriosis, which is very much what this world needs. I'm really excited to see where I take this channel. I have a few other ideas of what kind of content I want to put out there for endometriosis, but I'm also really eager to put out content that's not endo related. But yeah, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.